Well, hey family, this is Darlene. Happy Wednesday to everybody. I think it's Wednesday. What Monday was a holiday, Juneteenth. I worked on that day though. Monday, Tuesday. Yesterday was Tuesday. Today is Wednesday, and they call this Hump Day, right? And I guess halfway through the week, the way time is running all together, you don't never. I know for me, it seems like I don't never know what day it is. Sometime, but I'm sitting here working on earrings. Uh, this morning, and I'm trying to get some stuff done before I actually start my day job. A couple people were asking me that about work and how to get everything done. I work a regular job every day, like most people do. I work a regular full-time job in addition to having the business and doing everything else that I do. And people will ask me like, "Well, Darlene, how do you do all that?" For me, it's called prioritizing. Is prioritizing, and I write things down. I think I said that in another video. I write things down. I plan things out. Do I get to do everything that I write out? No, but I am sure to write things down. I was having a conversation with a person yesterday, and we were talking about the Holy Spirit and how the Holy Spirit will give you idea. And if you're not a spiritual person, you might want to leave the room for a minute and then come back in about 5. But we were talking about the Holy Spirit and how the Holy Spirit will communicate things to you, and I call that divine communication. So a lot of times we will miss a blessing when the Holy Spirit is trying to communicate something to us because we'll dismiss it because it may not sound right, or it sounds weird, or like, why would you want me to do that? That don't even make no sense. So we talk our way out of things, right? But if we would just yield and listen and do what the Holy Spirit is asking us to do, you can't miss. I mean, he's never ever ever going to lead you wrong, right? So if he puts an idea in your mind and he keeps putting that idea in your mind, maybe you should act on that. Maybe that is what you really truly should be doing, okay? And once you get into the habit of yielding and listening to the Holy Spirit, he will continue to talk to you. That's divine communication. And I always want to have an ear open to divine communication. I write in Habakkuk 2:2, it says, write the vision down and make it plain so they that run may read it and it's clear to them, right? So you have thoughts, you have ideas, and sometimes you need to many times you need to put that stuff on paper. And when you put it on paper, it becomes even clearer. It's almost like a puzzle that, comes actually gets completed. And many times you have to do that. So for me, that's what I do. I work a full-time job every day, Monday through Friday, just like a lot of you do, right? I do a whole lot of stuff even outside of the videos, right? But I prioritize. That's what I do. I prioritize. I don't have televisions in my home. I don't watch television. I will stream like documentaries and maybe some movies when I'm sitting here working. I will do that, but for the most part, like television and the other day we had a meeting. I know, and I'm gonna let y'all go. Okay. The other day at work, we had a meeting. So people were talking about television shows they were watching, and this was before the meeting even got started. Television shows and stuff they were watching. I couldn't tell you nothing about. I don't know the shows, and they sounded like some pretty good shows. And I'm like, well, I don't do TV. I don't have televisions in my home, and that's on purpose. It's not because I can't afford a television. I could afford one in every room, but I don't. That's not a priority for me. A priority for me is doing what I do with Jewelry by BDK, with my journals and everything else that I have going on, outside of one project or another. So it's just prioritizing, and then making your mind up to say, okay, this is what I want to do. This is what I'm going to do. I got a couple of emails. The latest was this morning. Was it this morning? I think it was this morning. And a couple of you guys have already used the video for how to design your one page a website. And I've seen your websites. They're like amazing. I mean, like amazing. Like that's good stuff. And if you just think about it in terms of the marketplace, how many places sell hamburgers? How many places sell chicken? How many places sell tacos? How many places sell? It's just a matter of where you want to go to buy that chicken or where you want to go to buy those tacos. That's all it is. And if you can capture a nice little section of the market, you're winning. But it does take work. It takes work. You got to put the work in for that. That's why I'll be pushing even like wholesale, right? Wherever you live at, wherever you are, just think about it in terms of wholesale, because whenever you do wholesale, they're buying it in a bunch. They're buying it in bulk, and then the responsibility to sell it becomes theirs, right? That's good stuff right there. So make a whole bunch of it, because we are making jewelry and we're making a whole bunch of it. That's what we're doing. We're making jewelry, we're designing jewelry, and we're making a lot of it, right? So you don't never want your jewelry to just be sitting around, or you get to the point where you got to give it away. No, that ain't what we're doing. Not unless that is what you want to do. Now, a lot of what I talk about on here is like business oriented. It's like building and doing something with the jewelry that you're making, websites, selling on platforms, vending, wholesaling, like all that type of stuff. But if that's not what you're into, that is absolutely fine. We don't mind. We want you here with us too. We don't care. If that's not what you want to do and that's not your plan, that's okay. Don't nobody care about that. That's okay. And if you like to create, go ahead and create. That's good stuff. My whole thing is, what do you do with it when you have a whole bunch of it? Now, what do you do with it? Now you want to go sell it. See, and in the first place, people start thinking it's like shows, selling outside. And just remember the competition. There's a lot of competition. There's a lot of people that are, and competition is basically when you think that somebody else's product is superior to yours, right? And in some situations, it really is. Some people's product is superior, right? Because they put in the work, the design is different. I mean, it's like beautiful. They've thought out the box, like all that type of stuff. And even if you take time and go walk around some events like I did last Saturday, just to see what's out there, just to see what people are doing. Because when I sell out events, I don't walk around. That's not my whole thing. I spent money to be at the event. I didn't come here to spend money. I came to make money. So I never, ever walk around. I did that when I first started, but I don't do that. I don't do that no more. That's not my point, because you'll find yourself spending more money than you made. And then chances are you spent a bunch of money, but you didn't make money. So it's like I stay far away from that. These are really pretty. Far away from that type of stuff. So if what I talk about here, what one of the emails has said, oh, I get this a lot too, that where like different channels that you watch, and they do some really, really, really good stuff on their channels too. They really do. My whole thing is encouraging you to do your own, not just watching me or listening to me, because I don't know it all, right? Not just watching or listening to me. It's like, do your own thing. Capture your own section of the market, right? Be it by YouTube, be it by vending, be it by website, be it by whatever it is, or however you want to do it. The opportunities are there. So no one person is an authority. And that, I think that's the bad thing about it. People want to make themselves authorities. You're not an authority because you know how to make a jump ring. That don't make you an authority. That just makes you a person that has the knowledge and the skill to know how to make a jump ring from a piece of wire. You're not an authority. So when the next person learns how to make those, then what? Now who's the authority? Because their jump rings look better than yours and you taught them how to do it. So no one person is the authority. And I think information is to be shared, with boundaries. There does have to be boundaries, because I've had to tell a couple of people that were asking questions, you now you're digging too far. That's too much. So some things you're going to have to learn on your own. And I do know people were saying, like the lady was talking about the wire and why you use so much wire. Ma'am, you ain't never got to watch another video in your life. Nobody runs me or bully me in real life. So nobody is going to run and bully me via video, somebody I don't even know. So ma'am, okay, that don't go down on this side of the world. But anyway, talkative this morning. But I'm making more earrings. That was just a little rant, y'all. Y'all didn't come here for a sermon, but I give you one, okay? But I'm making these earrings, and I am making some more to go on fair. So that's what I was doing now after 10 minutes of talking. So I cut my wire. The wire, this is about 5-inch wire, I think. And then I got my beads on here. So I'm just doing the simple ones. And I'm gonna make these in cases of 6. So I do this, and I'm using them. Usually, if you know it, I'll pinch it, and then I'll fold the wire over. But I'm doing it this way only because I want to get it close as I possibly can to the bead, and I can only do that, with the pliers. So same applies. I just fold it. It still looks the same. I'm just using the pliers to do it. So now I'm gonna just take it and wrap the wire. And then it ends up looking like this. And I'm gonna just keep wrapping the wire around. It'll just wrap around the bead like so. And then I'm gonna take it around the bottom. You can see the wire right here. And I'm gonna wrap it around the bottom hoop right there. And then I'm gonna take the end of that wire and I'm gonna just curve it around and close it around it. Make sure you don't feel nothing sharp. And then I like to fold that part. You can see I like to fold the wire down, smash it down, and it gives it a really flat finish. And I'll straighten that up a little bit. So this will be one of the earrings. So that'll be one. And then do the same with this one. Take the wire and I'm going to fold it over. Wrap the wire a couple of times around there. Straighten that up. And then start wrapping down the beads. Just wrapping it around. And then taking it down the bottom. Oops, I'm all out of frame. But you can see how I wrap the wire all the way around. And then back around like so. Oops. And then all I'm doing is curling that wire like that. So when I curl it, yeah, ain't nobody no authority. That'd be blowing me away when people, because people, think about it, everyday life, people just want to be the important one. People want to be the one who knows it, like the go-to person, the one who knows it all and all that kind of stuff. To me, that's a selfish kind of individual. I think information should be shared to a certain degree. Now, some things, people need to learn on their own, but that don't even make no sense to me. It's like, and if you think about it in terms of business, there are so many businesses out here that are the same type of business, and yet those businesses are surviving. That's because they've captured their section of the market. And, people buy from or do business from people that they like. If they like you and they like your product and the product is high quality and all that good stuff, I'm just saying that there's opportunities and there are ways to make this stuff work. No longer is it, let me make a bunch of jewelry and then I just got it here with me. No, there are too many opportunities. There are too many platforms. There are too many ways, to like do this type of stuff. And if you a bold type of person, shoot, you could even reach out to casinos because they got gift shops. And if you live in Las Vegas, or because somebody live in Vegas, so if you live in Las Vegas and you know how to put together a proposal, like go in and boogie around their gift shop, look and see what's in their gift shop. What is something that you can come up with that makes sense? That's a souvenir that people can buy in their gift shop. Put together a proposal and then put together a sample product and present it. Go in and, well, who's the buyer for your gift shop? You can easily do that and people will tell you, who the buyer is for the gift shop. And then put a really nice proposal together. with a sample and send it to the people, or try to get it. These are really pretty. So these are going to be six in a case as well. So I really like these. These are really pretty. These are these vintage beads. The vintage, the vintage. These are the 9 millimeter. I think these are the nine. No, wait, let me see. Oh yeah, these are the 9 millimeter. And I have, I think these might be 12 millimeters. So those are I think 8 millimeter. I think these are 12. I got 22, and then I got 25 millimeter. And the vintage gold. I like the vintage gold. So I'm gonna be making a lot of these little earrings. I really like these. So, and what I did is already had them like cut out and ready, because my time is kind of short this morning before I actually start doing what I got to do. So I'm gonna do another one here, and I just wanted to share that today. It's like, don't, ain't nobody no authority. You the authority when it comes to what you doing, okay? And it's okay to bounce on people's channel and learn a little bit of something, and then keep the line moving. Keep the line moving. Business is business, and that's all there is. There ain't no more. And if that is what you are planning to do, and I'm gonna tell you one thing does lead to something else. So if the Holy Spirit gives you an unction, to create something else or to do something else, try it. If it don't work, it just don't work. But don't be disobedient. And many times, we're being tested. Our obedience is being tested. And that's the reality of some stuff. Okay, and that's that. I'm gonna do this one. So basically the same way. Fold it over. And then wrap. These are really simple and easy to do. You can make a lot of earrings, just real quick. It don't take nothing to make some earrings like this. Really easy. And I love working with wire. It is something about wire. Wire is my buddy, my friend, my pal, my sugar daddy, my salty daddy, my candy cane. Okay, I love working with wire. It just gives it a rich look. It's something about that wire that makes it look really, really nice, really rich. So we got that. And then we're going to look at it and make sure they're about the same. They look like they are. Let me see. One looks, oh yeah, they look about right. Let me see something. I hate when I mess it up and one looks taller than the other one. I got to try to be doing some stretching and all kind of stuff to try to get it exact. So this works. I wore a pair of earrings Sunday that I made. And when I put the little earrings on, one was longer than the other one. I said, oh my, wait a minute. Now you know better than this. But that was a 2 o'clock in the morning pair of earrings I had made. All I had to do was like stretch the wire, and then it made it. That's why I like that wire. It's flexible. The wire, and they were the same length. Okay. So all in all, we got 3 pair of these so far, and I'm gonna make 6. I'm gonna have six to a case for this particular color. And the reason is because, well, actually, I might be able to do more than 6 because the bead color, these right here. So I got to dig around in my little case right here to see if I have more of this little color right here. If not, I am going to use different colors. And I do have some different colors that I can use, and that's probably what I end up doing. And then that color will have 6 in a case. So there'll be 6, they'll have the same vintage gold bead, but then they'll have different colors. So it'll be 6 of each in a case. So that's the point, and that's what I'm working towards, that July. When is it? July 17th, 18th, and 19th on a fair, their little marketplace. So, and then they're asking people to, I think 10% or 15%. So when they do that, I mark my prices up. So when I mark my prices up, then that means that's where that percentage comes off. That's where that percentage comes off. But anyway, just real quick chat. Real quick, run off at the mouth. I'm gonna take a picture real quick. Let's see if this will. I probably won't use that picture because I really don't like the way that looks. But anyway, I like these earrings though. Simple, easy. Let me try one more picture. Really don't look good. I'm gonna probably have to lay them flat and then take the picture. But anyway, nothing beats a trier. Okay. And then I got one more pair right here. One, two. I got 3 pair. I got 4 pair. I'm gonna dig around. What I might have to do is I have 2 of the beads. I think these are the same color. Yeah, 2 of the beads right here. And I have them as charms. So what I'll probably will do is take these loose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I do have, and then I probably got another bead around here where I can get 6 of this color. And then I'll just keep going until I get 6, 6, 6, 6, 6 of each color. And then later on today, I'm going to add those to the fair store too. But anyway, that's all it is for right now. Be your own authority. Do whatever it is that you feel like you need to do. There's a lot of opportunity right now. It's not like, some years back. It's different now, people. I cannot say that enough. It is different now. There's not 1, 2, or 3 people that is dominating, the jewelry designing, and especially like here on YouTube. I'm saying we all have our own personality. We all have our own way of making jewelry. We all have our own little setups. We all have, like whatever it is. Even if you're a teacher and you're sitting and you're making jewelry and you're educating people about something, right? If you are an engineer, right? You're sitting and you're creating jewelry and you're talking about engineering. Or you're a nurse and you're giving little tips on how to stay healthy while you're creating jewelry. Or you are a lawyer or a paralegal and you're sitting and you're creating jewelry and you giving out tips. That makes you even more valuable than the next person that is just talking about jewelry, right? So don't stand still and keep watching from the bleachers. Jump on up in here and do what you got to do and make life happen. Don't just sit around and wait to die. Or just sit around thinking that somebody else is an authority, because we are not authorities. We just doing what it is we love to do. We just happen to turn the camera on. I know for myself, I can't speak for nobody else. Happen to turn the camera on and keep turning, because I love designing and making jewelry. That's my whole groove. I could sit and do this all day, all night, all day, all night, and never sleep. All day, all night, all day, all night. I could do that. Same goes for you, I'm sure, right? But anyway, that's our little chat for today. And I'm going to hit this 9 to 5 up for how many ever hours I got to be there, do what I got to do. And then as soon as I log out of there, I'm back to jewelrybybdk.com. And guess what, folks? We'll talk.